So do you ever find yourself in a situation where you said yes to something and now you're in a real pickle and you realize, I probably should have said no to that thing, but I didn't. And so now here I am and it's a mess. Okay, welcome to today's Top Leaders Live. I'm Jen Anderson and I'm on a mission to help you become the tech leader everyone wants to work for. Today I want to talk about how it's totally okay to say no to things. Yes, it is, my friends. Here's your public service announcement for the day. Yes, you can say no to things. It is okay. And sometimes it's the most critical and important thing that you can do as a leader is to say no. Setting those boundaries can be a big deal. So recently, I was invited to participate in the leadership of the Parent-Teacher Association for my daughter's elementary school. And I had already told them a few months ago, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that. And that's because we had just moved from another state. I wanted to make sure that I was getting settled and everything. And so I knew that just now was not a good time for me to participate. And just so you know, she's in kindergarten. I've got several years in the future so that I can help out participating in PTA functions and doing all of the things, right? And so it's not like I'm like, I just don't want to do it. It's just right now is not a good time. Well, fast forward to, in fact, just yesterday, somebody at the school pulled me aside and they said, listen, would you mind reconsidering? We would really love to have your help serving on the board for the PTA. I already knew in advance of this conversation that if they should ask me, I already knew the answer was no. I already knew it. Even though I would love to participate, now is just not a great time for me and with what's going on, okay? And the reason why I know it's okay for me to say no is because I'm clear on how I really want to serve if I'm going to be in that kind of capacity. And I know right now I don't have the bandwidth to give them what they need because they don't even know what they need yet. They've never worked with me. They don't even know how I'm going to show up, right? And so I know how I want to best serve and how I make a difference, but I know right now I can't do it within the time frame that I have. So why would I say yes? Why would I set myself up for a situation to later just be like, oh my gosh, why did I say yes to that thing, right? So one thing that can make a big difference for you to really become that leader that you really want to be, that everyone wants to work for, is I want you to make sure you're really clear on what your personal brand is. When you're clear on what your personal brand is, then when opportunities come your way, may not be the PTA, it could be something else in the company or whatever it is, you're going to know based off of who I am and what I want to be known for, does this align with, is this supportive to, or does this thing detract from? Can I not do it the way that I want to so that it is congruent with my personal brand? And it can become that easy, you guys, to really stop to say yes or no. I can see, does this work well with, or no, this is not good. And if that's the case, then you can wash your hands and you can let it go and you can move on. And it's a beautiful thing to be that way. So if you're in a circumstance where you've not really nailed down what your personal brand is, or you're like, I don't even know if I really have a brand, like, how do I do this? How do I make sure that I'm clear on what it is? And then how would I even leverage it if they have a brand? If that's resonating with you and you're needing support, that's my superpower. That is what I'm here to do to support you, is to make sure we get that brand determined. And then let's see what we can do to leverage it, to really make a difference for you so you can really become that tech leader that everyone wants to work for. So go to movingforwardsolutions.com. And then the top right corner, there's a button that says, let's talk. Go ahead and submit a request. Let's chat more about what that would look like for you and how I can support you so that you can become the tech leader that everyone wants to work for. Thank you so much, my friends. I look forward to seeing you next time on today's Top Leaders Live.